Hi, my name is Andrew Benrey. I am a Mechanic 3 for the City of Albuquerque in the Transit Department. So when I get into work, I come in and I go and I talk to the supervisors and they assign me a bus. Sometimes this bus is in line for preventative maintenance. Sometimes this bus needs a diagnostic process to figure out a problem that's going on with it. Sometimes it's as simple as doing a tire. But whatever the job is, I come in, I go and I get the bus, I do a walk around, I make sure there's no unreported damage, and then I bring the bus into the shop and continue with my repairs from there. So before I was working for the City of Albuquerque, I was working in the private sector. I had a really rough time in the flat rate world. I was at the bottom of the ladder and I wasn't really able to make a living that was enough for me and my family to be comfortable. So I started looking at hourly positions, and then the City of Albuquerque came up because it's through my school in Teletech. They were working closely with the placement people at my school and the City of Albuquerque. They were working together. So it just so happens that I went into school and I talked to my old program supervisor kind of about how unhappy I was at my old job, and he recommended the City of Albuquerque to me, as a kind of to get my foot in the door into a government position where I would have the benefits and the pay available to live a comfortable life with my family. In Teletech College, I stumbled upon them while I was surfing through Facebook. I sort of I gave them my email address, and I think within 24 hours they had reached out to me and set up a meeting with me to get me in there to schedule, looking at possibly enrolling into the school. I think it was another 24 hours after that I was fully enrolled. All of my financial aid paperwork was sorted out and taken care of, and it happened kind of fast, but I found myself in school in the middle of COVID, and even with those challenges, the school was still able to provide a good education and a good foundation to go into a mechanic shop with some sort of base knowledge of how to service vehicles properly. I did just about 2 years at a Teletech college and finished with an associate's degree. It was with that associate's degree and the minimal experience I had in the flat rate world that I was able to qualify for this position with the City of Albuquerque. I mean, the most realistic answer is the pay, right? Because that's what we all come to work for. And so the pay is really decent, and the benefits just kind of elevate that pay into something much more beneficial for like my personal life. Being able to like cover my family the way I cover my family with the health insurance that the city provides, and just all the little benefits. There's all kinds of little benefits that you get working for the city that people just have never heard of, and I talk about some of the benefits that I get like with my family and stuff, and they're like, wow, really? Like they do that? And it's really like it's not a joke when they say that the city provides like the best benefits in the state. It's very true. For me in my personal life, there's many benefits to working the swing shift. The swing shift just so happens to work very well with my schedule and my wife's schedule and my daughter's schedule. So for me, the main benefit of working swing shift is, I get to come home and I have a little bit of time to myself to decompress. Everybody else is asleep, and so I have time to myself, and I cherish that time, my personal time, kind of away from everything else that I do on a daily basis. I wake up with enough time to see my daughter for a while and my wife for a little while before I come into work. and that's always really nice to be able to incorporate them into my day-to-day. So the training here, you work a day shift when you're in training, and you work very closely with the training supervisor manager. And so a lot of that is learning how to drive these buses, right? Because you need a specialty driver's license to be able to drive these buses. A lot of it is that. There's other smaller certifications that you need for this job that the city trains you for in full. So anything, any kind of documentation you need to have this job, the city will provide that for you. In 3 months, I had my CDL Class B with the passenger endorsement, which is what you need to drive these buses. And so you got to really pay attention though, because the trainer really is very thorough. At least he was with me in my class, in showing me, it was outside of the driver's license, right? He was showing me small things about the bus that would be important for me as a mechanic in the future. He was showing me things like how to drain CNG tanks. It really did go outside of just what the requirements are to have this job. And if you pay attention, you can come into this shop sort of with a basic idea of how the buses work, the components of the bus, what you need to look for, things that go bad, commonly, and how to repair those things. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the workshop soon.